So here we are, the soft reboot of Predator has finally been released. The Predator. Directed by Shane Black, who is famed for directing Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and The Nice Guys, but is kind of infamous from directing the film Iron Man 3. Shane Black also famously starred in the original Predator, and it was quite interesting to see someone who actually starred in the original to direct a soft reboot. Shane Black is known for his kind of comedy edge to his films. They've got a lot of jokes in them, and The Predator is no different. So what did I think? Sadly, The Predator is a bad film. I had high hopes for this film. They had a very competent director in Shane Black, but the film just falls. The film is not good, it does not flow correctly, and there's just far too many jokes in it. I think it is quite a funny film. There's a lot of jokes that miss, a lot of jokes that hit, but overall, there's just too many jokes for a Predator film and it doesn't work. The film has poor performances and is far too long, so it's a shame, but it is not a good film. But firstly, as I do all my reviews, I'm going to say what did I like about this film, because I think there are some good points about this film and there is a good film hidden in here somewhere. So firstly, I liked when the Predator cleared out a room. So there's a scene with the Predator and it's shown in the trailers. He's kind of going through a medical facility and he's just slashing up people and makes his way through the facility. That was really cool. It showed how powerful and strong the Predator really is and how much he overpowers human beings. I enjoyed the child actor. He was actually quite good. Jacob Tremblay, he played an autistic child and he played the role quite well. A lot of child actors are not very good in films, but he was okay. He didn't annoy me and he did a very good job, so I enjoyed that aspect of the film. I also liked the new aspect to the Predator. Oh, by the way, full spoilers, I probably should have said that right at the start, but hey, I'm just freestyling this. I like the new aspect added that the Predators collect DNA of the best warriors. That kind of makes sense. They take the DNA from the best warriors and they implant it into themselves to make themselves better at surviving. So that was a cool aspect to add to the Predator mythology, and I like that. But like I said at the start of this review, it's a bad film. Now I'm going to get into what I didn't like. Now there's a lot of stuff I didn't like and I don't want to make a 10-15 minute video about this, so I'm going to quickly rattle off 2 big points I did not enjoy about this film, and these are plot points. So if you haven't seen the film, please don't listen on, see the film, come back to the video, but these are the plot points I didn't like. So it's revealed near the end of the film that the Predator that comes down is actually a good guy, and he's come down to help human race. He's come down to help the human race destroy predators if they ever come back. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a cool aspect. That's what I thought. Alright, fair enough. And then when I thought more about this reveal, I then realised it made no sense. The Predator comes down, he then kills all of Boyd Holbrook's team, he then gets captured by Sterling K. Brown, he then wakes up and then proceeds to brutally murder nearly everyone in the room. He then proceeds through the building, murdering any human being in his path before them being killed by the ultimate Predator. If this Predator had come down to help us, why was he not helping? Why was he killing us? Now, a lot of people say that, okay, he was killing technically the bad guys of the film, and that's fine, but he doesn't really know that, and he's made no effort to the good guys to say, I'm here to help. He was gonna kill Boyd Holbrook before the ultimate Predator came along and saved him, technically. So who was he trying to get in contact with if he was trying to help? Now, I don't mind him clearing the room. I thought that was really cool, and when he was killing people in these different ways, that was cool to see. But if he's the good guy, why is he just not incapacitating people? Why is he not just knocking them over, taking their weapons, breaking them? Because he can beat them hand to hand. The weapons are the only things that are going to hurt him, so why doesn't he just get the weapons off them? If he truly is trying to help, he's made no effort in this film to give the humans what he was supposed to give, the MacGuffin of the film, which I'll come on to later, which it was just ridiculous ending. But it just made no sense. It was clearly added in these reshoots that this Predator was the good Predator, and it just didn't work. It just made no sense, and it ruined the film for me, because from a plot point, it made no sense whatsoever. The other point I didn't like in this plot, and it's more of a personal grievance, is the way Sterling K. Brown died. Now, Sterling K. Brown was our villain of the film alongside the Predators, and he goes to battle with Boyd Holbrook, who he has been trying to kill all throughout the film, because obviously they got to take on the Predator. So they decide to team up, but agree they're going to fight at the end. Now, I thought how this was going to go, classic movie trope, that they were going to be cornered by the Predator and Sterling K. Brown was going to plead for his life and give up all of our good guys, say, you know, take them and let me walk, and the Predator just would have killed him for having lack of honor or something like that. He was going to get a pretty brutal death, but a pretty cool and interesting death that we haven't seen from a Predator. Instead, he's just accidentally shot in the head with a Predator blaster that's on his shoulder. This was obviously again from the reshoots, and they had to get everything neatly wrapped up in a nice little bow and finish all loose ends. They could have either done the plot point I just said, or let him get away if they're trying to make future Predator films, make him another villain in another film. He didn't need to die like that. You could have just let him kind of scurry away when no one's really looking, and it still would have worked, I guess. But just what they did with him just seemed weird and lazy, and obviously they had no idea what to do as they reshot the whole third act, and it was very evident they had, in about a month. But let's talk a little bit more about why I didn't like the film. It's a massive retread of the first film. They try and do little cool twists on popular phrases in the film from the original Predator, and I won't go into them, but they're so on the nose, and they had me rolling my eyes so hard they were in the back of my head. There's a lot of comedy in this film, and some of the jokes work, some of the jokes made me laugh, but they just kept reeling off the jokes. Now, Keegan-Michael Key is playing the character Shane Black was in the original Predator, with, you know, the women jokes, the sexual jokes, and he just keeps reeling them off. Shane Black told 2 jokes in the original film. Keegan-Michael Key, I counted off the top of my head before I gave up, he did 5 when we first met him, about mothers or wives or sexual innuendo, and I just didn't like it. There was no need for it. There's also the massive plot point, well, plot convenience, that the surviving soldier in the first attack of the Predator survives, and he sends off some of the Predator stuff to his home. Well, we weren't meant to go to his home, but that's fine. And amazingly, he has a son that works out alien technology, so that's pretty lucky. 2 people who've got a close connection to the Predator are related. It's just lazy writing. Everyone has to be related in some way, I find, in these kind of films, and when the films are bad, these points stick out even more. I was really looking forward to the Predator. It's a massive shame that the Predator is bad. It hasn't helped from the bad publicity it's been getting lately with the sexual harassment case with Olivia Munn, but it looks like the video I made earlier about the Predator, will it fail? It looks like I'm correct. I don't think it's going to do very well at the box office. Critically, it's getting panned, and the film just does not work as a Predator film. It is too funny. It is a mess, especially the third act. The first and second act were okay. It starts fairly well and then slowly goes downhill. And then the ending scene, which has Boyd Holbrook in a Predator Iron Man suit, which was really weird, and he delivers a line. I hope they have it in a 42 long. Arnie could have delivered that line, not him. Arnie could. Arnie's the only person who could, and there was no need for that entire scene, and the film is bad. It's such a shame, but the film is bad, and go out and go see it if you want to, but honestly, there's no need. Wait for it to come out on TV because it's a mess. It tries too many jokes, and on the whole is fairly poorly acted. But there you go, there's my review, there's my thoughts. This is a bit of a longer review because I had a few points I wanted to get off my chest because they really annoyed me about this film. But I hope you enjoyed my little rant about the Predator, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bit of a longer one than usual, and that's the way it is. So please give a like, please give a comment, what did you think, and as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.